So the Crew 2 is right around the corner, and I want to talk about just one thing I've been thinking about recently, and that is there really a crew aspect in the Crew 2? Now, don't get me wrong, I know that there's the 4-person, like the 3 other people crew system, where you can have 4 people in a crew at a time, from the Crew 1, which at the time everyone was like, really, this is all you can have in your crew? I mean, at the time, like, and aside from the little crew that you build up during the campaign of the Crew 1, you really didn't really have a crew aspect in the crew, aside from the small crew that your friends have. When the Crew 1 was coming out, I was expecting more of a crew system where you have a leader, and then you have people who can, like, ranks and different stuff, kind of like how clubs are in Forza. Only you could do stuff with your crew, and people who are in your crew would, like, be filtered into your game, aside from people who are just random people, you know? None of that ever happened, really, with the Crew 1, and it's a bit of a shame, because I feel like with the Crew 2, as much as they're expanding on the entire game thing, as much as they're adding so many new things, like planes, boats, etc., etc., I really think they're still lacking when it comes to the name, the crew, fulfilling what the name of the game actually means, if you know what I mean. I mean, they really haven't shown off too much of a crew aspect of the game, if you know what I mean. Like, stuff you could do with your crew, if you know what I mean. I know they have, again, the 4-person system like they did in the Crew 1, and I know you could do, like, crew versus crew and stuff in PvP like that, but, I mean, aside from that, there really isn't much crewness in the crew, if you know what I mean. There really isn't too much in the way of, like, stuff you could do with your crew, building a crew and maintaining a crew. Something I feel like they should be there. I mean, something that they really need to focus more on, in my opinion, is the actual crew system. I mean, it's cool that they're adding all these new disciplines and everything and stuff to do, but the name of the game is the Crew, and why not have aspects to fulfill that name? Like, stuff you could do with, like, maintaining a crew. Like, a part of the game can actually be running and maintaining a crew, if you know what I mean. Like, you could start your own crew. Like, for example, I could have the Craptastic crew. Crew's in the title by the name. And I can, like, have it, like, so I'm the leader, and I have, like, different officers and stuff, different ranks, and then I have different people, like, in my crew. And they can have it so that I could just start invite people to PvP lobbies from that menu, people who are in my crew, so we can do, like, crew PvP races with the crew. And also in free roam, I can make it so people only from my crew can be into my game. Like, whoever's online, even if they're not my friends, they can just come into my game. That would be so awesome. Like, stuff like that for the Crew 2. That would just be just a really good thing to do. Like, have different motivations to play with a crew, have different ways to play with your crew. I mean, like, the crew, if you don't know anything about the Crew, you're not going to assume it's a racing game. Again, the Crew's not the best of names, okay? I mean, they can make it into a good name by actually, like, making crew play part of the focus, if you know what I mean. Then again, I don't think they've shown off enough of actual crewness in the Crew 2 promotional stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure what's gonna come when you actually play the game. I never got into any of the fucking alphas. Thanks, Ivory Tower! I never got into any of the alphas, so I haven't even played the game yet, and so I don't know anything really of the game. I don't know if, like, I've never played it, so aside from what they've shown us publicly, I don't know much about the game. Have, like, different things we could do with our crew, different activities, like scavenger hunts and stuff like that. Make crew play, like, promote playing with a crew, promote playing with other people, like, and promote different crews, like, maybe have, like, a leaderboard, again, like Forza does it, where, like, you have different clubs, or crews and stuff, and you have different rankings, so which crew's doing this, which crew's doing that, you know? Like, which crew is the best when it comes to airplane races, which crew is the best when it comes to street races, which crew's the best when it comes to, like, professional racing, you know? Like, and then make it so, like, we can have crew upon crew, like, rivalries and stuff, and we can have, like, crew versus crew days where we, like, take a bunch of different crews and we just, like, face them against each other, kind of like Wild Run, but, like, you have different crews facing off against each other and, like, racing and stuff. That shit would be so sick, and that's something I feel like they should kind of focus on, especially post-launch when it comes to the Crew. Like, that and cops. If cops are not in the Crew 2, they need to focus on putting that in as well. And, like, when it comes to crew play and all that, crew play and cops are, like, the 2 main things I would want to see in the Crew 2, if they're not already in there. I mean, then again, I've never played the game yet. I don't know what's in the game aside from what they've promoted publicly, so I'm really not too sure what's in the game. But that's going to be all for now. What do you guys think? Be sure to leave your comments in the comment section below. But that is going to be all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good one.